Vice Mayor? That's okay. Would have been my chance to be.
She is a self-styled citizen watchdog.
All righty.
She no longer comes to council. Her husband died this year. I have a decent relationship with Kathleen, so I bought some of her plants. And I talked to her and tried to keep her from getting old. But she will send you stuff and dog you until the last day of your trip and maybe be here. And it's just stuff that sometimes it's, you have to
all that
read it because
legalese.
sometimes she's right about something.
Yeah. So,
Listen,
oh,
Yes.
he doesn't need to send five.
I tried to explain.
I handled the cases.
Bold and different size font and different color font and all this. I said the exact same words. I said less is more. Try to be succinct, get right to the point. And then if you want to have this stuff flow,
You can wait.
Did you have any good research summer?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's always so many different things, so it's hard to speak to.
Yes, from aardvarks to salamanders.
Well, not aardvarks, but, excuse me, armadillos.
Oh, yeah.
so
But we haven't done any field research for
And
armadillos.
then that gavel just rides it, or do I
That
have to
other
gavel
A
twice?
animal.
you have to entertain a motion to adjourn from executive
Voice
session.
vote.
And then she goes through and reads the roll again and all that stuff.
That's down.
Do you know what you need
I
to
just
say
don't want to be
for
excessive with the gavel.
accommodating
Yeah.
for the subcommittee?
So you can do the motion
So do you know
now.
which people?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, maybe you should do it.
It's whatever you want.
No, I think you're fine. I don't think I know
Do you want me
anybody.
to do it, or you want me to wait?
But
We have like 2 minutes, so we can get it on the recording, or if you want to do it, you can. It's up to you. I would probably just wait, but
Yeah, just wait at this point.
Okay,
thank you. I was about to write that down.
thank you. Okay, this is the city council meeting. Oh, but aren't I on there as well? Oh, okay. 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 No, that's okay.
Not what we discussed.
Okay, where does that come in the order? This is good.
Sure.
This is good for me to do.
Okay, so we'll do
for
a roll
A.
call again, we'll do pledge, approval,
4A.
and then that will be the first thing in public participation.
Okay, so I would just say I'd like to move to nominate. Okay.
Yeah. Like you got it.
Take a picture. It's fine.
Good to go?
I have a sugar rush, so who knows what'll come out of my mouth.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to adjourn from executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
I,
Awesome. Okay. And with that, I will call our regular meeting to order. Ms. Heather, please, or Ms. Barber, please call the roll.
Ms. Ornelas,
here.
Mr. Snavely,
Here.
Mr. Vinch,
Here.
Mr. Bracken,
Here.
Vice Mayor French.
Here. And we would like to invite you, if you would like to join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I do.
Great.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and with that, we will head into public participation, and our first topic there is appointments to boards and commissions.
I would like to motion that we nominate 3 individuals to the openings available on the City Council Community Assistance Subcommittee. And they are Mike Smith, Jason Bracken, and Alex French.
Great,
Second.
great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. And I believe we have one more for HAPC.
Oh, I don't have that one.
It should be on,
It's on your sheet.
it's on the top of the page.
Okay, there is one opening available that I'd like to make a motion for, and that is for HAPC, Mr. Brad Spurlock,
Great.
reapplied.
Great, do we have a second?
Second.
Great, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Amazing. Okay, and our next item is a notice to legislative authority. Do I have a motion?
I will just move that we receive it without comment.
Great, second?
Second?
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. Okay, and that brings us to public comment. So if anybody would like to address council about items not on our agenda, we will give you 5 minutes. And at the end of 5 minutes, I have a bell, so you will hear. And that's how you'll know your 5 minutes are up. Thank you.
Which is why I will try to speak very quickly. Linda Musmisi Kimball on Melinda Drive. With all due respect, and I do mean respect, Chief Jones, I am flummoxed by your puzzlement that concerned community members would call for our city to terminate the contract with Flock Safety. The way I see it is that this is about the Flock Corporation and its ALPR cameras, and not about an intended use of the cameras. Nor is it about the desire to have the cameras to enhance the department's crime-fighting capability. What police department wouldn't want what's been called a force multiplier to help with car thefts, hit and runs, abductions, or cross-checking license plates with active warrants? As the number of Flock cameras in the country now approaches 150,000, and the reports, investigations, terminations, and lawsuits accumulate, this law enforcement help comes with a price. The use, misuse, and abuse of an error-prone technology, personal data collected 24/7, cataloged by AI-interpreted behavioral profiles, and shared with authorized and at times unauthorized agencies and companies in places known and unknown, all without our knowledge or consent, in what has become a mass surveillance infrastructure for vehicles deployed without public discussion and debate and operating largely without judicial oversight. Ask yourself these questions. Did the first generation ALPRs in Oxford use an AI algorithm to catalog and store the information in a cloud-connected data sharing system? Do you know why the 100 or so cities in the country have canceled their contracts with Flock Safety? Are you aware of the evidence recorded that Flock has misled its own customers and the public in responding to legitimate concerns, such as the concerns about its ALPR data sharing with federal agencies like DHS? Have you learned that Flock knowingly overstates the effectiveness of its data access and security, such as stating its requirement that all searches of the Flock database include the purpose for the search, even though Flock knows its system regularly accepts vague descriptions for a search justification? Has the police department publicly reported on how ALPRs have been used in Oxford? Have you seen the documentation about Flock's corporate model that promotes the nationwide sharing of local ALPR data and even sends locally collected Flock ALPR data overseas, where it is no longer subject to the protections of American laws or the U.S. Constitution. You could say that FLOC's operational methods and conduct are increasingly at odds with the interests of its own customers. Oxford may have opted out of FLOC's default setting in its contract provision. That may have meant that FLOC's retention of highly personal vehicle data, and yet once access to the local data by other agencies is granted, there is no known limitation to the data sharing. And could data retention in this vast network become indefinite? We're not an island isolated from this giant camera network that records people's comings and goings across the nation. No, this is not a simple equipment update. This is not a neutral public safety tool. It's a system that enables and amplifies racist policing, threatens reproductive rights, and chills constitutionally protected speech, among other things. FLOC ALPRs are a serious risk to our privacy and civil liberties, and the FLOC Corporation is not a reputable company. I made it within 5 minutes.
You had 15 whole seconds to spare. Thank you, Linda.
Hi, I'm Janice Dutton. I live on Vine Street. First, I want to say, ask respectfully, that the next time you replace meters, parking meters, will you please put them at a height that I can see them? Because it really gets, I'm not saying replace them all, but next time you do it, would you please consider that? You know my position on the flock camera. I would like to ask you to watch a video that last week tonight with John L. Oliver had a video on police surveillance technology. It's very powerful. You can see it on YouTube or on HBO. The show aired Sunday. A few key moments. A mayor in Florida was just gleefully talking about their vast surveillance system and that it was like Big Brother on steroids. Well, we've heard steroids before. And that you'd never get away with anything. John Oliver reminded us that Big Brother was not the hero of 1984. Another segment discussed how FLOC pulled a video from a Jewish recreation center without permission of the center or permission of the police department that was connected to the center, and was using the video there from a children's gymnasium area and a swimming pool to market it to market the cameras to a potential customer, or possibly to show where the weak parts were. So so then there was another part of it was a mistake in reading the license plate, where a woman was trying to get a manicure. She had an SUV with children in the car, and the video shows the children are face down on the asphalt, guns pointed, the woman is handcuffed. The problem is that the plate number was correct, but the plate number actually belonged to a different state license plate, and it was for a motorcycle. And so, again, this is not about our policing here at all. It's about the corporation and how they really can screw up. And that actually is a pretty horrifying video. But it's John Oliver, so there are some amusing moments too. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else from the public looking to address council this evening? Okay, seeing none, we'll move forward to the approval of our consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Great,
Second?
great. Any items to be removed? Okay, seeing none, all in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. That takes us to resolutions, of which we have none. So that takes us into ordinances. So ordinances are adopted using a two-step procedure. Tonight, we will hear first readings, where we will have an opportunity to let the public discuss, and we will discuss as well, but we won't vote. And then we'll have our second readings for items that were on our agenda 2 weeks ago, where we will vote. So, Ms. Barber, please read our first reading of our first ordinance.
An ordinance accepting the annexation petition from Ambassadors Point Community Church West Incorporated for 6.753 acres of land, more or less in Oxford Township of Oxford, Butler County, Ohio, and accepting said territory to be annexed.
Okay, Ambassadors Point Community Church West, Inc. Submitted an annexation petition to the Butler County Commissioners to annex 6.753 acres of land. The city manager served as the statutory agent for the petitioner. The petition utilized an expedited Type 2 annexation process. The property owner intends to build a new church on this land, and there's a map, a plat up on the screen there that shows the area to be annexed, 6.753 acres. The Butler County Commissioners approved this annexation on June 2nd, 2026. The city was required to wait 60 days before accepting the annexation. So we have on the legislative agenda an ordinance to accept this annexation, and I would recommend passage at the next council meeting after 2 readings. Mike, if you'll put the other map up, this will give you a better idea where the location is of this land. And I don't have a pointer with me, but it's basically that large tract of land there behind the Holiday Inn that is being constructed. Well, Mike's got it highlighted there, but if you go back to the plat, there's the 6.753 acres. And I'd be glad to answer any questions that council has about this annexation petition.
Great. Before we get into council discussion, anyone from the public wish to address this ordinance? Mr. Cook?
Good evening, Tom Cook. I live on Brown Road. I'm a township trustee. I'd just like to state that we don't have any issue with this annexation other than the fact that the township trustees were not involved in the conversation before before the county commissioners approved it. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Anyone else? All right. Council discussion. Roxanne?
Have we seen the proposed plan yet? I know it might be early in the process, but in terms of the structure of the building, have we seen a plan yet for that?
I do not
design?
believe we have. They've not submitted plans yet. They were waiting for the annexation to proceed.
Okay.
And the township did have an opportunity to comment on this. They were notified by mail of this petition. So, they had an opportunity to offer comments to the county commissioners, and I don't believe they did. So I just wanted to share that with city council.
Bill? Did you have anything?
No.
Okay,
I'm
great.
fine with this. We've
Anyone-
already discussed it, so.
Perfect. Anyone else?
I'll just say I hope there's communication, which it sounds like something might have been missed, but we tried to reach out. Obviously, we should be reaching out to township trustees on matters of annexation. with the
Well, we
township.
have these leadership meetings, which Gary Salmon usually attends, and I believe I shared that early on at one of the leadership meetings. So, and of course, we have our council meetings publicized, so, this has been a long process. As I said, they submitted their annexation petition back in, what's the date that I have here? Well, I don't have the date there, but it was, I
Well,
believe,
you
in
have-
Spring sometime?
June.
You have the previous
June
ordinance.
2nd. It's
Yeah.
in the
Which
ordinance.
was May 5th,
Yeah.
the resolution.
And I might also add, you
So
probably know this.
it's been around since May.
Yes. I might also add, this is an expedited type 2, so the land is still within Oxford Township. And if they paid property taxes, which of course they don't because they're a nonprofit, Oxford Township would still receive their share of the taxes as they do with other parcels that we've annexed that are under expedited type 2. That's part of the process.
Part of the problem is that unless council appoints someone to go to trustee meetings, the real communication takes place with only one member of the township trustees, and that person may or may not share that information with the other members of the township trustees. So that becomes a difficult thing when two of them may say, well, I never heard about this, and while the third was fully informed all the way along.
Well, yes, and like I said, though, we have to inform the Oxford Township trustees, which we did by mail, of this petition, and they had an opportunity to comment to the Butler County Commissioners.
Okay. Anything else? All right, we'll see this again in 2 weeks. Ms. Barber, please read the next ordinance.
An ordinance amending ordinance number 3844, supplemental budget ordinance number 5, to make supplemental appropriations for fiscal year 2026.
Okay, Ms. Ridenour.
Good evening, Vice Mayor and Councilors. Tonight I bring forward for first reading an appropriation to the deer management program this winter for $4,000, and as well $20,500 to the appropriation for additional sustainability technical assistance. There was a resolution passed, resolution number 7769, that was approved for $16,000 to assist with the tax credit assistance as well as battery recycling for the wastewater treatment plant and senior center solar projects. Obviously, not batteries. But, cost was higher than expected, and as a result, we are expecting to receive $1,020,000 in tax credits, but need the technical assistance to apply for those credits.
So what is this $4,000 for?
That is, as Jessica had requested to begin the deer management program for this year, and then in the budget, we'll have more money for the following year.
Okay, so is that for what last year was the White Buffalo program, or is that for the bow and arrow
I
part?
believe that this amount is for the, starting off with the bow and arrow program.
Yes.
We still want to have that.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why we were paying $4,000 for something.
Can I hold
Yeah,
for
go
1
ahead.
second and ask if anybody from the public wants to address this?
Yeah.
Okay. Would anybody from the public like to address this? Okay, it looks like Chief Jones would like to address Counselor Snavely's
Thanks.
question.
I've been involved in the discussions about the deer management program. This specifically is for the archery program, and there's going to be some changes to it where we're offering incentives for those hunters to take deer and helping pay for some processing costs. So,
Okay. Thank
it's,
you.
This doesn't include the calling.
All right, thank you, that helps.
Okay. Other council questions or comments? Okay, sounds good. We will see this again in 2 weeks. We will now move to second readings. Ms. Barber, please read our only second reading.
An ordinance repealing Code Section 35103, prohibited standing or parking places, and adopting new Section 35103, prohibited standing or parking places.
Great.
Move approval?
Yes. Do we have a second?
Second?
Great. Okay, Chief Jones, over to you.
This is the ordinance that we talked about last time. There's no changes from the first reading. This would add a language into 35103 that includes including the driveway apron area that is between the sidewalk and street. So cars can't park there on that driveway apron in the public right of way.
Great, thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Would anybody from the public wish to address this ordinance? Okay, council.
Eminently reasonable, I suggest that we vote on it.
I do have a question. I was absent from the last council meeting, so maybe it was addressed then, but how are we going to inform the public about this? Or do we
Yeah,
have a
that's
plan to like roll this out to the public in some way, or is it going to be information by enforcement?
No, that's a great question that we've talked about, the implementation of the enforcement of it. This is something we used to enforce with the way it was written as is, but over time, that enforcement didn't happen. And what we find is if we don't enforce something right when the year gets busy, when all the cars come back, then that behavior is just gonna continue the whole year. So this ordinance won't go into effect until, September 4th or 5th, because they have the 30 days. However, so what we plan to do is use that time as a warning period, and we will, when somebody's found in violation of it, we're gonna have warning cards made up and put on their window. So, and then that will reinforce that behavior that you can't park there. And then once the ordinance takes effect, we'll start issuing parking citations for that violation. Many times when they park this way, they're in violation of other sections for blocking the sidewalk, or parking in the street. I showed pictures at the last council meeting, I don't have those with me, but there are some that just squeak in between there and can fit. So we feel this language helps clarify
Okay.
that for someone.
Okay, just one other follow-up question, and maybe Mr. Elliott or Mr. Dreisbach know the answer, but who owns the apron? Is it owned, it's not owned by the landowner, is it? Is it owned by the city? Or is it in the right-of-way of some sort?
It varies. Some lots have property lines that go to the center line of the road. Others, it's dedicated right of way, so it would be the city. But it's scattered through town.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, other council comment or question? All right, Ms. Barber, please call the roll.
Mr. Snavely?
Yes.
Mr. Vinch?
Yes.
Mr. Bracken?
Yes.
Ms. Ornelas?
Yes.
Vice Mayor French?
Yes. Okay, that is adopted. So that moves us into announcements and communications, and we'll start with Mr. Elliott.
Thank you. I just have a couple quick things I wanted to share with council, that I have signed the agreement with Building Crafts, Inc. for our new water plant softening project. They haven't been provided the notice to proceed yet, but we'll be giving that to them soon. This is all part of the process, and the first step will be ordering equipment. So things are getting underway, and we're excited about that. I also wanted to share with you that Mike Dreisbach delivered the two ordinances for the charter amendments to the Board of Elections, and we're waiting to receive the issue numbers on those. And once we do, then we'll begin the publication of everything of that. And I'll be visiting various social groups and other organizations, and probably in late September, early October, to talk about the charter amendments. And that's all I have this evening. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Dreisbach?
Given the hour, I have nothing tonight.
Are you trying to help me set a record? Great. Chief Jones? Ms. Ridenour?
Yes, I just wanted to let council know that we received a visit from Mr. Ryan Holliday from the Auditor of State's office on Thursday, and he presented the City of Oxford Finance Department with the Ohio Auditor of State Award with distinction. Less than 5% of the state of Ohio receives this award, and this is the third year in a row we've received it.
Congratulations. Great. Chief Deathridge? Okay, great. Ms. Barber?
Nothing, thank you.
Chris? Okay. To council. Bill?
I just wanted to point out for the record that council did not take up the flock cameras tonight because the Police Community Relations and Review Commission is wanting to talk about it first. And then it will come before council after that.
Nothing for me tonight.
Great. Jason?
Nothing for me today.
Roxanne?
And I just want to follow up on what Bill just said. There's actually a meeting, isn't there, from the board tomorrow?
Thursday.
Thursday. They will be talking about that particular topic. So if any of you are interested in going, that would be the meeting to go to. And that's all for me.
Great. A couple of things for me. Congratulations to Oxford seniors. Councilor Ornelas and I were able to attend their unveiling of their new vehicles. That purchase was made possible through Federal Transportation 5310 funds administered by OKI, and additional grants from Oxford Masonic Lodge, number 67, from Kiwanis, from the city, from McCullough Hyde Foundation, and all their amazing donors. So they wish to pass on that thanks, and we thank them for all the service that they do to the community. And then Doug and I were able this afternoon to attend the opening of a new primary health solutions facility on Locust. And everybody was very excited about the new services that will be provided to our community and a real expansion of services available locally. Friday night is Books on the Bricks from 6 to 10 p.m. in Uptown Parks. I'm very much looking forward to it. Hopefully we've got some nice good weather, everybody knock on wood. And then a friendly reminder that there's a Miles for Moon event, a family-friendly run walk 5K. That will be this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Everybody is going to meet at Moon Co-op. And finally, congratulations to Bagel and Deli for 50 years of operation. They celebrated that this weekend. And I think all I need now is a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Great. We're adjourned.
Is that a record?
Give me a half hour. That's good.
That's excellent. Nice.
Did you beat the record, Bill?
You know,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
some,
I think we've had some in the
We haven't
20s.
kept those records.
I'm sure somebody's got something in their mind.
It was a pretty light agenda.
The church itself? I didn't realize. I only know them about.